Y'all gotta see this. So Brittney Griner has just been banned from the WNBA after this situation with Caitlin Clark is going viral, where she made some extremely racist remarks from the bench after getting fouled out by Caitlin Clark. I mean, this is just insane. Just watch this video, bro.
The ticky-tack fouls that we were talking about earlier today.
I don't know if you guys can read lips as good as I can, but we all know what she said right there. I mean, she's talking about her skin color. I mean, this is just insane. There's no place.
One viral moment was enough to turn the WNBA into the internet's own courtroom, with everyone suddenly playing detective, lip-reading expert, and part-time attorney. Some fans declared Brittney Griner's career finished, while others argued that the entire controversy had been massively exaggerated. But what really happened? Which parts were facts, which were pure social media chaos, and why does Caitlin Clark seem to end up at the center of nearly every major WNBA storm? Let's break down the controversy and separate the reality from the internet frenzy.
It makes perfect sense, because when it was arrested in Russia, it was thrown into the pen with the males. And remember, he was like, oh, I'm not going in there. And they just threw his ass right in there because, you know, Russia, they don't give a. And then you also think of, the voice. It had a deeper voice than I do, right? And there's no testosterone that'll make your voice that.
The clip lasted only a few seconds, yet the controversy surrounding it has somehow lasted longer than entire basketball games. By the time the final buzzer sounded after the Indiana Fever secured their victory over the Atlanta Dream, the debate had already exploded beyond the arena. Social media was buzzing, fans were dissecting every frame, and what started as a brief moment on the court had quickly become a full-blown internet controversy.
Brittney Griner has not been suspended. She could be. If you listen to the rest of this video, I'll explain why. And we're gonna read the article by Yahoo Sports, just so we can all be on the same page. It's like, what is a fact? Okay, so this article was released August 1st by Rusty Weiss. Alright. Mercurial WNBA Brittney Griner was ejected during the game against the Dallas Wings on Wednesday following a heated confrontation with referee Angelica Suffren. The incident occurred in the third quarter when Griner, currently playing for the Atlanta Dream.
The clip quickly spread across virtually every social media platform, transforming into one of those modern sports controversies where everyone suddenly believed they knew exactly what had happened. Fans dissected every frame, analyzed every expression, and debated every possible interpretation. But the most fascinating part wasn't simply what the footage appeared to show, it was how quickly the internet turned a few seconds of video into a massive debate.
Yo, how wild is this? So Brittney Griner, one of the faces of the WNBA, gets banned from the WNBA by Adam Silver. You guys remember Brittney Griner, right? The one that got arrested in Russia and was stuck out there for a little bit. So they ended up putting her in prison in Russia, in a male prison. So cat's out the box, and now it's been proven that Brittney Griner.
It was watching thousands of people dissect a few seconds of footage as if they had suddenly become experts in forensic lip reading. Every gesture, expression, and possible word became fuel for another theory. That's the strange reality surrounding Caitlin Clark in today's WNBA, where even the smallest moment can ignite a massive online debate.
There's no way this is true, right?
That the WNBA knew Griner was biologically male and hid it for.
What are we even talking about? This is a wild one. This is a wild one. I don't think it's true. Do I know for sure? No. Do I want to know for sure? Also no. Do you want to know for sure?
Every possession Caitlin Clark plays seems to carry more attention than a typical basketball game. A routine foul can spark a debate, a frustrated reaction can become a headline, and even a simple facial expression can turn into a trending topic. Few athletes have entered a professional league with this level of scrutiny. Whether fans celebrate Clark's success or question the attention surrounding her, one thing is undeniable. Wherever she goes, the cameras follow. The Indiana Fever's matchup with the Atlanta Dream already had plenty of intrigue before the opening tip. Indiana had quickly become one of the biggest draws in professional basketball, with Clark playing a major role in turning the Fever into must-watch television. Crowds grew, ratings attracted more attention, and merchandise became increasingly popular. Road games began carrying an atmosphere that felt closer to the playoffs than a typical regular season matchup. Atlanta knew exactly what was coming. Playing Indiana now means competing under a much larger spotlight than the league traditionally experienced. That attention creates opportunities, but it also magnifies every mistake. In previous seasons, a heated exchange might might have appeared briefly in a highlight package and then disappeared. Now, almost every interaction involving Clark can be replayed from multiple angles while millions of viewers analyze what they think they saw. The game itself reflected that heightened intensity. Physical defense had become almost expected whenever Clark stepped onto the court, with opponents applying constant pressure and refusing to give her easy shots or comfortable possessions.
Brittney Griner is being banned from the WNBA for this. She's also been completely crashing out recently and every single year, but this year is like extreme. I mean, watch this.
10 points, 5 rebounds. We see the Atlanta Dream as being very... Right now she's talking to the refs about holding. We're going to send it back to you guys. Very important.
Mid-interview, screaming at the official when she's walking past. I mean, this is just multiple reasons why Brittney Griner is being banned from the...
Whatever explanation seemed most convincing, the atmosphere surrounding Caitlin Clark felt noticeably different from that surrounding almost anyone else in the league. As the fourth quarter progressed, the tension became more visible. Brittney Griner eventually fouled out, ending her night before the final whistle. Naturally, cameras followed the veteran as she left the action, and that brief television shot quickly became the center of a massive online debate. Almost immediately, viewers began replaying the footage frame by frame. Posts started claiming that Griner had directed an insulting remark toward Clark, with some users insisting they could identify exactly what was said. Others pushed back, arguing that the footage was too unclear, the camera angle was limited, and the available audio wasn't enough to confirm anything with confidence. Within hours, social media appeared to split into two competing versions of events, with both sides convinced they had figured out the truth. People presented their own lip-reading interpretations, added captions to the clip, and debated every tiny movement. But trying to determine someone's exact words from a distant broadcast is inherently unreliable, and as the clip spread further, speculation began moving much faster than verified information, a familiar pattern whenever a few seconds of footage become a viral sports controversy.
The bullying and the harassment from fans online, that's a little hard for the league to, you know, deal with, but that's happening in our arenas. It's so easy to put some people out there in that arena. It's so easy to put a few people, you know, around the arena that's just there to act like fans and listen and hear what's going on, and to be able to point these people out so we don't have to deal with that. Because me at a game feeling unsafe because we...
That distinction mattered because the accusation itself carried serious consequences. If a player had genuinely directed a racial insult at another athlete during a nationally televised game, many believed the WNBA would face significant pressure to address it. Others urged caution, arguing that online interpretations should never be treated as established fact without clear evidence. Both sides only intensified the debate, keeping the story alive long after the final score had disappeared from the headlines. The controversy also reopened a much larger conversation that has followed Caitlin Clark since she entered the WNBA. Many of her supporters argue that she has faced an unusual level of hostility from opponents, commentators, and other players. They point to hard fouls, tense exchanges, and repeated criticism as signs that some veterans struggle to accept the league's newest superstar. Critics, however, see the situation differently. They argue that Clark is experiencing something many highly celebrated rookies have faced throughout basketball history. Established players don't always welcome a newcomer who immediately receives enormous media attention, especially when that attention surpasses athletes who have spent years building their reputations. The reality may include elements of both arguments. Professional sports have never been especially easy on rising stars, particularly those who become the face of a league almost overnight. Veterans may believe respect should be earned over time rather than granted immediately. But Clark's unprecedented popularity has created a level of attention and pressure that women's professional basketball had rarely experienced before.
Upset over a foul call while battling for a rebound with Haley Jones. She then argued with the official. The argument led to a technical foul being called. Pleading her case, Griner followed the official and came perilously close to making contact, if not doing so. And she was called for a second technical and ejected from the game. Despite the ejection, the Dream secured an 88-85 victory, with Naz Hillman's clutch three-pointer sealing the win. Griner finished the game with 4 points and 4 rebounds in 16 minutes. The league is expected to review the incident involving Brittney Griner and the